It was the roast that rocked Montecito. Prince Harry, once celebrated as the rebellious heart of the royal family, was utterly eviscerated on British television without even being in the room. Graham Norton, known for his clever jabs and fearless commentary, took to his live audience with a verbal scalpel and dismantled Harry's image piece by piece. What was meant to be a light-hearted monologue turned into one of the most devastating public critiques Harry has faced, and it all aired while he was thousands of miles away in California. But make no mistake, he felt every word. And according to sources close to the Duke, he didn't take it well. In fact, he was seen pacing, shouting, and boiling with rage in Montecito. Here's how the first 5 blows landed and why they've shaken Harry's carefully crafted media persona. Imagine not even being invited to the party, but still being the main event, and not in a good way. That's exactly what happened when Graham Norton, mid-show, turned his attention to Prince Harry. With that trademark wit he began, "Harry's done more interviews in 5 years than the Queen did in 70. The audience burst out laughing. And just like that, Harry became the show's center of attention without stepping foot on stage. This wasn't just a casual joke. It was a mirror held up to Harry's recent media frenzy, memoirs, Netflix series, talk shows, podcast appearances. It painted the picture of a man addicted to attention yet desperate to claim victimhood. Norton didn't need Harry in the chair next to him. The empty seat became more powerful, symbolic of the distance Harry has created between himself and the UK, the monarchy, and now even respectful satire. Then came the nickname that's now gone viral, the Duke of Netflix. Graham Norton didn't hold back. He left the firm, he said, but kept the title, so now he's basically a royal influencer. The crowd erupted. It was a savage blow because it rang with a bitter truth. Harry has clung tightly to his royal titles while cashing in through streaming deals, documentaries, and carefully packaged content. The label, Duke of Netflix, implies exactly what critics have long suggested. Harry wants the glamour and status of royalty without the responsibility or restraint. And worse, he's monetized the very institution he claimed to be escaping from. Norton's joke hit a cultural nerve and became a headline within hours. What Norton did so cleverly was reflect what much of the British public now feels: sympathy fatigue. He cracked, "I used to feel sorry for him, now I just feel tired." That one line wasn't just a joke, it was a diagnosis. For years, Harry has painted himself as the wounded outsider, the misunderstood prince, the brave truth-teller. But as the appearances, deals, and memoirs stack up, even his once supportive audience is beginning to tune out. By vocalizing this collective exhaustion, Norton flipped the conversation from "poor Harry" to "enough already." And when a figure as culturally beloved as Norton speaks for the people, Harry can't just brush it off as tabloid nonsense. Perhaps the most brutal line of the night came when Graham said, "At least William kept calm and carried on. Harry just carried on complaining." That landed like a punch. While William has carried out his royal duties with measured composure, even amid personal attacks, Harry has chosen a very different path. Airing grievances, sharing secrets, and revisiting old wounds on every platform available. The line wasn't just funny, it was revealing. It forced viewers to compare the two brothers not just as royals, but as men. One has evolved into a statesman, the other into a celebrity commentator. Norton turned what could have been a light comparison into a damning judgment, and the crowd felt the weight of that difference. The moment the show aired, the clip began to spread like wildfire across social media. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all flooded with the same caption: "Graham destroys Harry." Within hours, it became the most talked-about moment of the night, overshadowing the show's actual guests. But while the public laughed, things weren't so cheerful behind closed doors in Montecito. According to sources inside the Sussex Circle, Harry was furious. One insider claimed he threw his phone across the room and stormed out of his home office, shouting, "They're all turning on me." Reports say he ranted for hours, demanding that his team do something to counter the growing narrative. But what could they really do? The damage was already done. The laughter had gone global, and for once, Harry had no one else to blame, not the tabloids, not the palace, not the press. Just his own actions and a comedian with the courage to say what many others have been too polite to mention.